everyone. I'm waiting for my coffee to brew because for me that is a pre-workout. It's really difficult for me to have like real pre-workout because I usually end up nauseous or feeling a little bit like lightheaded during my workouts. So I think there's a brand that I'm going to start looking into, and once I find it, I'll let you know. But there is one that Chris and I have tried. It's super pure, and that one, people actually use it for working out, but then because it gives you so much focus, people actually use it in the workplace and in other areas. But right now, there's such a small shop that they are behind. I'm on a waiting list just for them to make another batch of this pre-workout. So anyways, I thought while my coffee is brewing, I would give you a little intro to the video that you're about to watch. Now, I am one that if I can find an excuse, I probably will. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. It's really intimidating sometimes to go to the gym. It's really hard to feel motivated to go to the gym. Or you don't want to pay for the gym. Or you don't want to go outside. Like there's so many reasons why you don't want to do something. And usually your health is something that excuses usually come up for. So I want to give you things that you can do at home. And this push-up series, this is a way to make your push-up even more difficult. And push-ups are a fabulous workout. I mean, it's almost a whole body workout depending on the way you're positioning. And you'll see in the video that, you know, when you are completely stacked and your shoulders are over your wrists, that engages everything from your shoulders all the way down to your toes. So it's your core, your shoulders, your back. And I know I was talking about this in the last video too, but I think it's such an easy exercise to do because it's so convenient. You don't need any equipment. But if you're a stay-at-home mom or if it's cold out, you'll see that using some kids' toys, you can actually use those to assist in making your push-ups even more difficult. So start with the regular one, do it basic, and do like 10 reps, do 2 to 3 sets of those, and do that 2 to 3 times a week. And you'll notice I actually did this while I was babysitting my nieces and nephew because I thought, well, if I was a stay-at-home mom, I would be with kids all day, probably don't have time to actually go to the gym, so what can I use here to help me? So that's why you'll be like, why does Katie have a stroller and a Doc McStuffins ball and a jar of paint? So I hope they don't mind that I use their stuff. Arms are shoulder width apart, legs are hip distance apart. Make sure that your butt's not in the air, and also make sure that you're not letting your hips sink. That's going to put so much pressure on your low back. Engage your core, and then make sure that you shift yourself forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. As you go down, you'll inhale and then exhale on the way back up. Please make sure you're breathing while you're doing these so you don't pass out. And for this, elbows are going outward. Here we're doing a narrow push-up. So same concept, but my elbows are now grazing my body. This is fabulous for your triceps or bat wings if that's an area of concern for you. If you want to make this even more challenging, you can get a medicine ball. All I had was a Doc McStuffins ball. Now, this was really hard, and I'm pretty sure this was just an epic fail because it was way too squishy, and I had been filmed. So that was my attempt, or I'm just really weak. This is a push-up with your feet elevated. This is a really great one to target your shoulders. To make it more difficult, make the height of the object even taller. Make sure it's a stable object too. This one is great for targeting your core. You're going to do a regular push-up and then shift yourself to one side and then raise up your right arm and then do the same and do your left arm. If you do want to make this more difficult, you can add 5 to 8 pound dumbbells. Just make sure that you don't drop them on your head when you lift your arm up. See, I should have put my butt down a little bit lower there. Oop, there we go. All right, so here's a little paint can or paint jar. This probably weighs 3 pounds. So I don't pick it up until I start extending my arm. If you do want to do a push-up holding a dumbbell, please make sure that you keep your wrists straight and you don't let them hyperextend or overextend over the actual weight that you're using. So again, we're going to be doing a push-up that activates our core and our shoulders. If you were at the gym, you could be using one of those big balls or you could be on a TRX machine. Otherwise at home, anything that has wheels. But what I'm doing is doing a push-up and then pulling my knees in. And if you go faster, it's harder. And also, if you pull your booty straight up and go into a pike, that makes it even more difficult as well. I also wanted to show you what I have in the crock pot today. What I have is a chuck roast, and I put it in the crock pot with some taco seasoning and a jar of salsa. And I'm gonna put this on low for 8 hours, and then this is going to shred apart, and then I'll have beef tacos. And because it's such a big piece of meat, that's actually gonna last quite a few days.
Here's another really quick, easy meal. I just stacked all of these things and then put it in the toaster oven on broil until it was all the way heated through. It was super yummy, especially when you're craving pizza, but you want to get in your micros and your protein.
On my face sometimes, and I can't color inside.